Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Brian Comiskey, Director of Thematic Programs and Futurist at the Consumer Technology Association, which is the producer of CES. CES showcases companies including manufacturers, developers, and suppliers of consumer technology hardware, content technology, delivery systems, and more. And we are joined to discuss CES 2024 and Tech Trends Preview. Brian, it is great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thank you so much for having me, Jill. I'm really happy to be back.
All right, you got it. And what can we expect from CES in 2024?
Yeah, of course. So we're shaping up for a really big show. We're looking at around 130,000 prospective attendees, over 3,500 companies, including 1,000 of them being startups. And as you mentioned, CES has consumer electronics and consumer technologies, but it's a big tent show, and it's a ton of enterprise technologies, industrial technology advancements, and the like. It really is a B2B, a B2C, and everything else in between show.
What will be the major tech trends at CES 2024?
Yeah, of course. So as I mentioned, it is this big tent show. So you're going to see really how every company has become a technology company. We are going to have keynoters like L'Oreal, our first ever beauty tech keynote exhibitor. And we're actually excited to announce we just added Evan Spiegel and Michael Casson from Snap and MediaLink respectively as our new keynoters. So it's really a big tent show, but when we drill down into the technology trends themselves, three are really standing out as going to be permeating across the entire show floor. That's artificial intelligence, sustainability, and really accessibility or just inclusive tech design. And what makes them so powerful, these three, is they help improve the performance and the efficiency and just optimize all technology vertical areas that you'll see across the show floor, including some industry verticals like mobility, digital health, gaming, and the like.
And Brian, back to AI, of course. How will AI appear at CES in 2024?
Of course, well, historically, the Consumer Technology Association and CES has really been a leader in AI. And when we talk about it, AI this year, especially, right? I'm sure it's been talked about a lot on Trade Talks. I'm sure it's been talked about everywhere. And a lot of that is driven by, rightfully, so much excitement around ChatGPT and the advancements in generative AI technologies, right? These are large language models that allow us to move from simple A to B input output to I put in one input and I could have my automation create 7 different outputs through creative ideation. What CES is going to showcase really is the entire AI ecosystem. So we're going to see those generative AI advancements, but the show really is going to include a lot of these large chip makers like your NXPs and AMDs and NVIDIAs. It's going to include digital twin technologies from companies like Siemens, and it's going to go all the way to robots with some really cool wearable robot exoskeletons from We Robotics and the like. And we're not just talking consumer robots like you see in kind of some restaurants and barista equipment, but we're talking automated, autonomous mobile robots that can help with supply chain constraints. So really, it's that whole AI ecosystem. It's this larger story, and CES is the platform where it's told.
Yeah, we do have some pretty cool robotics companies scheduled to appear on Trade Talks at CES, so I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. What are the sectors that will surprise us the most, and which innovation are you most excited about?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Well, I mentioned L'Oreal is going to be there with Nicholas Hieronymus, their CEO, being one of our keynoters. That's actually as part of this overall push where beauty tech for the first time will be a featured show floor category. And I really think this is about the advancements in the space. We had obviously this year a major IPO in the tech space was Oddity Tech out of Israel, was a beauty tech company, right? Showcasing how, you can use analytics, you can use other technological advancements to help improve the way we all look and feel. That way I can move from having a face made for radio to one that works on stage here today. But I think that's where I'm really excited for some new and different. Food tech is going to have an expanded presence, including a tasting segment at Unveiled. But I think the one that is really going to surprise me the most is really gaming is going to have an increased show presence. We're going to see exhibitors like Bandai Namco and even Netflix in our gaming center in Central Hall and the Las Vegas Convention Center. But we'll also, for the first time, have a full day of video game panel and conferencing sessions with creators like Ubisoft, Activision Blizzard, CD Projekt Red. And I'm happy actually to be one of the people moderating one of those excellent panels. So I encourage folks to check it out.
And finally, Brian, anything else you'd like to add about the experience?
Of course. Well, I always say, go in, make your planned stops in West Hall, North Hall. I'm sure you're going to be doing the same when you get there, but I always say make time. I always say wear comfortable shoes because it's a lot of walking, a lot of space, 2.4 million net square feet. But when it comes to making time, make sure you get over to Eureka Park over at the Venetian Expo. That's our startup pavilion. It's where countries bring exhibitors from across their home nations to showcase innovation from, digital health, like AI, medical record readers that can help predict risk of infection from surgery, to even assistive voice technology that can recreate your voice with AI for people who have lost it through health conditions or other scenarios. So it's really those groundbreaking, like kind of that startup mythology of the founder's garage. That's Eureka Park, where you see innovation really start with that seed of an idea.
All right, Brian, I appreciate the insight as always. We look forward to seeing you in Vegas in just a few short weeks. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.